South Alabama, located in Mobile, Alabama. This is Ham inbounding to Yoder. Rusty Yoder works the backcourt with Coxon. Jason Ham, number 33.
Taking the clock down. Going to have to put up a Hail Mary shot.
2 seconds left. He tried to and was given a good slash on the arm.
They get a fresh clock and they'll work it down again. Many touches.
Davison, Bennett Davison picks up the first personal of the game, the junior from Sebastopol, California. And Yoder really feeling the sting of that on his shooting arm on the shoulder, and gets a check from referee Tim Higgins. Yoder doesn't want to go out. Higgins saying, well, you need a little rest. You're going to have to go out, otherwise you stick in a little pain. Rusty Yoder, the junior from Topeka, Indiana. Ham inbounds it for South Alabama.
They look for the high percentage shot each time.
Coxon wearing the knee brace on his left knee. Had some problem there before. Yoder pumps once, goes into two-point range. Off the glass, short. The follow is rejected. Alderson went out. And it was batted away by Bennett Davison.
Rico isn't accustomed to playing with guys as quick as Arizona has on the baseline.
Alderson with a 2-0 lead for South Alabama. And Davison pushed from behind. Looks like Yoder got the call. Rusty Yoder, first personal on him. Simon for Arizona. Dickerson, Wildcats, first offensive plays. Loose ball grabbed by Bramlett. Bibby lets it fly from 3. The follow by Bramlett. A.J. Bramlett, the sophomore from Albuquerque, New Mexico. We're tied at 2.
They got it broken. Got to go to the basket this time.
This is Neal. And the follow Alderson on the alley-oop.
USA hustles back down court after the score. They're going man-to-man.
4 points for Alderson. Bramlett's little spinner won't drop for him, but he's fouled. Neal picks up the foul. Well, the Jaguars of South Alabama from the Sun Belt Conference, as we told you, they have an enrollment of 12,000, located in Mobile, Alabama, and they got in with their conference tournament win in the Sun Belt tournament postseason. This time they made it to the NCAA tournament. Bill Musselman in his second year as head coach.
Young man,
go ahead.
This young man plays with smarts. He's cool.
A.J. Bramlett.
Yeah, he could use a little bit more weight. He's only a sophomore.
4-3 USA, and they turn it over. South Alabama's Jaguars. Bibby and Davison. Dickerson from 3. Scramble in the paint. Ball grabbed by Simon. He can shoot it from there. Simon off the front iron, and Ham up to rebound. And a hand underneath on Dickerson. And it's Dickerson who picks up the foul.
Watch Dickerson down low here off this rebound. He goes up, he gets it now, he pushes Ham. Good call. Solid pressure up, 1-2-1.
Yoder now breaking in for the Jaguars of South Alabama. Takes it back to set up the half-court play.
They'll drive you crazy, especially against a team like Arizona that wants to giddy up.
And Bill Musselman has about 75 plays in his offensive repertoire. That time Yoder hits for 3. 7-3, South Alabama lead. Bibby fires a pass in for Bramlett. Back outside to Bibby. Bramlett in traffic. Ball brought away by Alderson. And Yoder, the lob pass for Neal.
Excellent pass by Yoder that time.
9-3 South Alabama. Bibby for Simon. Simon averaging 17.2 a game. Good outside shooter.
Got to shoot more from the outside, Arizona. You're trying to pump it in too much.
Bramlett, he's rejected, but it's goaltending. Bramlett had the ball on the way down. Neal went up for the rejection, but the 2 points will count. It's 9-5. 5 points for Bramlett.
Coaxum taking the ball in. Ooh, are they breaking that pressure?
Coaxum, Alderson, Coaxum. What a nice play. 11-5 South Alabama. Simon to Dickerson, inside for Davison. Nice little hook. 2 points for Davison.
I think eventually USA is going to have to go to a zone.
Yoder driving the lane, now off to Neal, and Neal showing some athleticism there.
If it's there, USA will run. They don't do it often, but if it's there, they'll take it.
Mark Neal, a senior from Long Beach, California, at 6'6", looks taller. Bramlett spins around and won't drop for him. Good block out by Neal, and Alderson comes away with it. 13-7, 6-point margin for South Alabama, the 13 seed against the number 4.
No rush. They wait for the center to come back down court with the high socks.
Coaxum to Yoder. Yoder, a little runner, won't go for him, and it's taken by Bramlett. Bramlett to Bibby. Mike Bibby kicks it back outside. Simon off the back iron. Bibby rebounds. Simon elects to go back outside for Dickerson. Dickerson will be short. And Ham comes away with a long rebound. Musselman slows it down immediately. Gets the call from Musselman. Yoder looking over at his coach.
Much more difficult to play this long periods of defense. It'll wear out the Wildcats. The game is falling right for Musselman.
Neither team goes too deep from the bench either, so that pace is going to be a factor. Whoever deals with it best or controls it best. Yoder. Neal up there rebounding again. And finally, a jump ball is signaled. Possession arrow is in favor of Arizona. With a timeout, 14:23 to go, first half. South Alabama by 6.
You've got this huge customer. They're so huge, sometimes they don't even know when they've received a shipment. Whose problem is this? Yours. That's why you ship UPS, because only UPS captures signatures electronically. Then you can use UPS online tracking software to see your customer's actual signature. So when they say, "We never got it," you can say not only did you get it, but you don't dot your I's. UPS Online. Are you connected yet?
When is heartburn worst for you?
When I'm lying down to sleep.
After my third cup of coffee. Or a spicy meal. Whenever it is, your worst heartburn calls for Zantac 75. See, Zantac 75 starts working fast, faster than Pepsid AC, and nothing works longer. In fact, doctors have prescribed the medicine in Zantac 75 more than all other acid reducers. The smart choice for your worst heartburn. Zantac 75, the final word in heartburn relief.
You know how one dog ear equals 7 human ones? Well, computers are like that compared to other machines. A 7-year-old airplane is younger than a 1-year-old server. It makes buying decisions tough. It turns systems into orphans way too soon. Computer people ought to be sensitive to that. No matter how great the new stuff is, it should work with, even optimize their old stuff. Digital does it. Everybody should.
Digital. Whatever it takes.
Tonight, Madonna shocks Dave.
I'm a changed woman since I met you.
Fran Drescher's all dolled up.
Just pull a string and she whines.
Plus, Grant Hill and Trisha Yearwood.
13 seed South Alabama with 13 points and a 6-point lead over Arizona. Well, earlier today there was plenty of action here in the Pyramid in Memphis. We saw Kansas led by Scott Pollard advance And then it was the turn of Purdue in the second game this afternoon. Brian Cardinal's three-pointer sent it into overtime, and Purdue prevailed. And then College of Charleston, with that three-pointer by McGravy, upset Maryland and got to dance at the big dance. And they'll head into the second round, awaiting the winner of this matchup. Number 4 seeded Arizona, number 13 South Alabama. Tim Ryan and Al McGuire here at the Pyramid. Water rising on the Mississippi right outside. Not expected to drown us until at least the 20th of March. We hope it doesn't get there at all to trouble any of the fine people of Tennessee, but it's still a problem in those rivers. Neal picks up his second personal. Mark Neal wearing the protective glasses. Missed the first 5 games of the season because of academic problems, and then has done so well, averaging 12-2 a game. And you can see this guy is an athlete, the way he's been jumping and hitting the boards here in the early going.
Brownlet can back over the shoulder after missing the shot. That's another frustration foul by A.J.
First on Bramlett. 6-point lead for South Alabama. Coax him into Yoder. Arizona applying pressure early in the game, down deep. Coax him through Terry. Jason Terry, number 31, the sophomore guard from Seattle, on the floor now for Arizona. Pete Olson says he's been a very consistent player the latter part of the season. He's had 18 starts this season during the time that Miles Simon was out because of academic problems back in the first part of the season. Arizona rebounding. Dickerson out. Bibby now. Bibby for 3 off the front iron. Gathered in by Alderson. Rico Alderson, the junior from Columbia, Tennessee.
Again, they'll melt the clock down, try to get a high percentage shot.
All 5 of these starters for South Alabama are junior college transfers.
.17 on the shot clock.
Bill Musselman has molded a team with most of them coming this year. He's got them together playing as a unit to the tune of a 23-6 record in the Sun Belt Conference, 14-4 in the conference itself, and their regular season schedule.
They've probably done the best turnaround in Division I. They were 12-15 last year, 23-6 this year.
This is Simon dancing along the baseline, and then he's stuffed from behind, and Jason Ham takes it away. Feeding Yoder. Yoder to Neal. Good pass. And Neal unable to drop it from inside. Coaxon grabbed the loose ball. And maybe Alderson with the call. Let's see whether it goes to Coaxum or Alderson. Now Coaxum will pick up his first personal, number 24. Jerome Coaxum, best defender on a very good defensive team. He's from Charleston, South Carolina. No doubt watched with interest as the College of Charleston ousted Maryland earlier this evening. Into the game for South Alabama comes Elvis Barrett. That's appropriate. Elvis in Memphis. He's from Kingston, Jamaica. 6'9" junior.
Wildcats been stuck on 7 points for a few minutes.
Jason Terry in for Bramlett. Bramlett's little turnaround is missed. Rebounded by Alderson, knocking it to Yoder. Still a 6-point game.
Yoder backs it up, goes back out to half court, will work clock.
Rusty Yoder. Brother Ryan, an all-WAC performer at Colorado State. His uncle Gary was an All-American at Cincinnati, and you can see it in his game. The heritage is there. Very savvy player in the backcourt. Rusty Yoder, number 5. Whistle before Terry's shot, pushing on the inside, and it looks like Simon will get the call.
Don't forget what I told you earlier. If Arizona scores 65 points or more, they will win.
First personal on Miles Simon. We have a timeout, 11:52 to go in the half, and Alabama leads by 6.
Tiger Woods takes on Augusta National. The Masters on CBS.
Chevy Blazer with the exclusive driver control system. A little security in an insecure world.
What do you think of when you hear the name Penske? Anything else? Right, but you missed something. Penske Auto Center, the tire place, brake place, battery place, and oil change place, all in one place. Complete professional auto service from the name you can trust, Penske Auto Center. You've come to the right place. Now at over 800 Kmart locations nationwide.
Winter in New England. Virginal, untouched, undisturbed. The way it was meant to be.
Let's rip it.
If you want to take on Sugarloaf, Attitash, Mount Snow, and any of these other great mountains with the American Skiing Company, take out your Visa card. Because none of the ticket windows at these 6 mountains take American Express. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
Bigger every day. Thank heaven for them all, no matter where, no matter who. Little boys do. Think I'm in love.
Well, the score hasn't changed in 4 minutes. South Alabama leading by 6, 13-7 over the number 4 seeded Arizona Wildcats. And tomorrow afternoon, here's a selection of the games you'll see here. Another first-round action. South Carolina in that first grouping, certainly one of the exciting teams this season. How about your old pal Rick Majerus down there at Utah?
Well, they've had an unbelievable postseason conference tournament with Van Horn making 2 last-second shots to get them into the finals. They're a number 2 seed, and with 26-3, they're a tough ball club.
They could be a Final Four team.
Oh, without a doubt. The only thing, they might need a little bit more strength and weight on their baseline. Maybe they could borrow some of Rick's weight.
South Alabama up by 6, and they have the ball. Ham cross court. Inside the feed from Toby Madison on the court for the first time, a junior guard from Washington.
Arizona trying to trap the force play. There's the 2-man trap right there. Down to 11 on the shot clock. Oh, it's like being in the dentist, isn't it, Luke? Tough to play these type of teams. So well coached and disciplined.
Madison to Yoder. Yoder checked closely by Terry. Yoder now driving to the corner and forces it up and in.
Oh, that was a clothesline shot. No archer.
5 points for Yoder. 15-7 lead South Alabama. Ooh, a long pass from Bibby off target intended for Miles Simon. Made it into Musselman country.
What they have to understand, Arizona, that if you average 20 points a game in this type of game, you're going to get 10. You got to cut the game in half, and you got to play their game because they get out of the gate to their style. So be patient.
Alderson.
Bill Musselman playing muscle ball. He's wearing them out on the defense.
This is Madison from Washington, Indiana. Watched by Mike Bibby.
They're going to take it down each time.
Under 10 they go. Yoder drives into the paint, then fires it outside, and it is Elvis Barrett. 10-point lead for the Jaguars of South Alabama. Eugene Edgerson in the ball game, number 33 for Arizona, and he's fouled.
Yoder's running the show here. Watch the pass. He penetrates, dishes off to the inside, automatic.
Alderson picks up his first personal for South Alabama. Edgerson will be at the line. 10:21 to go in the first half, and a 10-point margin for South Alabama. No doubt inspired by the upset win by College of Charleston. At least in the seedings, it was an upset as they were number 12 over number 5. Edgerson makes the first. He's a freshman from New Orleans at 6'6".
When your style isn't working, you call a timeout. You say, hey, fellas, we've got to get adjusted to a slow game. We go down on the offense. Let's set up and get a good shot. Let's not hurry.
Wildcats with 6 minutes without a point. Got those 2 from the free throw line from Edgerson. Madison for Alderson, and the pass didn't bounce high enough for him to handle. Pull-up jumper is good from Dickerson. Michael Dickerson. His first points, you know he'll have more. He averages 20 a game, the junior from Seattle.
With the catch and the shot, it shows his athletic ability.
17-10, and a steal here. Dickerson with Terry, and he's fouled. Going up with him, Toby Madison.
Good foul that time by Madison, because that was the automatic deuce. Now he has to make them from 15 feet out.
First personal on Toby Madison. Junior guard off the bench scores 10 points a game. Dickerson for 2. Nails the first. 73% free throw shooter. Michael Dickerson from Seattle. That one won't go. Ball gathered in by Barrett. Yoder works the backcourt. Watched by Terry. Alderson for Barrett. Oh, what a play.
Unbelievable block that time by Davison.
Bennett Davison timed that perfectly. Reached back to make the block.
Watching this replay here where Davison comes from the weak side. Saves the basket. Now what Arizona has to do is be patient. You can only score 2 or 3 points at a time, so get a good shot.
Here's Dickerson. 3 points.
He's off to the races. He scored 7 points in the last minute.
Margin cut to 3. Musselman gives the play into Coxum. Jerome Coxum. Takes it himself and hits for 2.
Outstanding ball handling then. He looked like a Harlem Globetrotter dribbling between his legs.
4 points for him. Terry guarded closely by Coxum.
A little bit too much action on Davison that time. Came over the back.
Bennett Davison has 2 personals.
Substitution now coming into the game for Arizona number 42, J.J. Brenda, replacing number 21, Davison.
Bill Musselman's game plan is right on target. I don't think it'll keep Yoder out too long because Yoder's the key. And milking the clock and still an excellent passer.
Madison and Coxum the backcourt at the moment. 5-point lead, South Alabama. 8:29 to go here in the first half. Feed into Alderson. Reverse layup is good. 6 points for Alderson.
Got both defensive men up in the air and came in the back door.
He averages 10 points a game. Miles Simon, and he's chopped. It'll be Madison with the pushing foul. Second on Toby Madison.
Watch the fake here by Alderson. Nice entry pass. Now he gets both guys up in the air. There they go. And he comes in the back door. Here he is fighting his way along the baseline to get good position. Up they go again. Back door again. Different angle.
Arizona in the 1-and-1 here now.
Must have taken about 4 hours to do his hair.
Simon hits the first. He'll get another. 6-point lead for South Alabama. The Jaguars on top of the Wildcats. And we're told that Rusty Yoder injured his ankle apparently, and but is expected to return, getting a little treatment. Madison in his place.
Can't keep him out too long with a jammed ankle like that because it will tighten up. While he's sweating, he'll be able to play.
Coaxum fires it down to the baseline for Madison. Madison draws two, back out to Coaxum.
Arizona's expending a lot of energy, Tim.
Coaxum with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Finds some room with a move in off the back iron. Grabbed by Alderson, and Alderson's miss. And a push underneath will be a foul, and the ball goes to Arizona.
USA's in a 1-on-1, so I think they're going to have to shoot this foul.
Yes,
okay.
They are.
The umpires, excuse me, the referees adjust, and
Tim Higgins was down there ready to hand the ball in. Realize they are in the 1-on-1. So Edgerson at the free throw line again for Arizona.
I think now that the Wildcats are playing the type of game they should, seeing that USA get out in front.
Four-point game, 2 points for Edgerson. Won't go for Edgerson, rebounded by Alderson.
Alderson might be the best ball player out there for South Alabama, USA, Mobile.
Gets 8.5 rebounds a game and has 40 blocks coming into this game as well, and scores 10 points a game. So we have a timeout with 7:14 to go in the first half. South Alabama holds the lead by 4.
You've always loved playing Monopoly.
I never win.
Well, your luck's about to change. Play the Monopoly game at McDonald's. It's better than ever with lots of great prizes. You could win up to $20 on the spot. A new Ford Explorer Eddie Bauer edition or $1 million. Just buy McDonald's large or supersized fries to play. Because this time, the money's real.
I won.
The Monopoly game at McDonald's. What do you want with your fries?
Your 5 minutes, Eva. Okay, you ready? You look great.
Couldn't do it actually. Especially after...
That's what I'm here for, huh? A few weeks ago, I was getting Eva ready for her close-up when I noticed something. Dandruff. So I told her about Head & Shoulders. The regular shampoos just rinse flakes away so they can come back. Head & Shoulders helps prevent flakes from even forming. You see the difference? Mark, you look beautiful. Head & Shoulders, because great hair can't have flakes.
All across America, you're there to see us through.
Racing engines endure severe stress, and your engine does too. That's why under severe service driving conditions, Jiffy Lube recommends service every 3,000 miles. And we offer Pennzoil.
3,000 miles, you make us smile. America's Jiffy Lube.
Jiffy Lube, America's favorite oil change.
You know, man, I think we're lost.
Don't worry, Mr. Henry.
Oh.
Across America, more people use Cellular One than any other cellular service.
That's a good scout.
Enterprise? Hi, I'm at the repair shop. I need to rent a car.
Enterprise will arrange to pick you up,
This is great.
drive you to our place, and get you on your way. Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Monday, Sid and Nat's Deli is naming a sandwich after me.
This is one hero that's hard to swallow.
I think he's dead.
Are you sure? Because I've been fooled by men before.
Inc., CBS Big Company Monday.
Tim Ryan and Al McGuire in Memphis. A look at our game summary shows Alderson from South Alabama and Dickerson of Arizona each with 6. But look at that. USA has not been to the free throw line yet, but they've hit 10 of 21 from the field. They usually shoot at 44%, so they're having a good night so far. What are your thoughts?
Well, what happened, Arizona tried to get into a running game, a transition game. It didn't work. USA got out of the gate, made it a defensive game. The adjustment that Luke Olson has made, which I think is the key to this game, he has stopped his team running. They are now playing a half-court offense when they have the ball and not rushing. So they did good the last, I would say 4 minutes.
Maryland turns it over. 4 turnovers, not Maryland, pardon me, Arizona. Maryland was earlier. Arizona. Arizona's never led in the game, and they trail still by 4. 6:55 to go first half.
Got to get the ball back to Colson.
Kobe Madison off the back rim, got his own rebound.
Almost impossible to get the ball off to Kid Colson.
Coaxum checks with Coach Musselman for this play.
He's just going to dribble it around for a little while. Eat up some clock. Going to go back to him. Plenty of time left. Bill Musselman's inside his head saying, if you shoot too soon, I'm going to be on top of you.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Arizona. And it is South Alabama ball. Yoder returns with a sore ankle. Madison goes out.
Yoder will take the point guard position, and Coaxum will move over to number 2.
Junior from Topeka, Indiana. Transferred from College of Southern Idaho in Twin Falls, Idaho. CSI, as it's known out there, good junior college program. And Yoder at the buzzer. It's off the mark and gathered in by Bramlett. Simon.
That's the way to do it. Pull up, get the ball into Dickerson's hands, and he'll get the job done.
And he did there. Michael Dickerson. Margin is 2, 21-19.
No panicking. Tempo is just the way they want it. The guys from Mobile, the Jags.
Near steal. Yoder pulled it away from Terry and starts the drive. Ball goes out the Wildcats. South Alabama will have it.
Bill Musselman, as a coach, works every possession of every game.
Yoder. Davison has returned to the Arizona lineup.
It's time to put it up.
1 second on the clock and nearly a 3, but Coaxum missing the mark. New clock and a steal from Yoder by Terry. 2-on-1. Simon. And he missed the layup as he was well checked by Coaxum. Coaxum back quickly to Yoder. And Yoder, the little guy, his try is off the mark and brought down by Davison up court to Terry. Racehorse foul again, and it was Neal getting a hand on it, knocking it out of bounds.
Terry should have went all the way. He had the angle on the basket. Move back in Bibby. Being a freshman, Coach Lute Olson wanted to settle him down. He didn't start off with his normally great ball game. But there's All-American written all over Bibby.
Mike Bibby, son of Henry Bibby, coach at USC, former star professional, played with the New York Knicks.
We're taking it down under 10 again. Completely frustrating Arizona.
Coaxum off for Neal, and Neal is very good underneath.
What he's good about, he doesn't panic. He takes a 1,001 count after he puts his fake.
6 points for Neal. Turnover, Arizona. South Alabama leading Arizona 23-19 with 4:02 to go first half. They are the 13 seed leading the number 4 seeded Wildcats of Arizona. This is Coaxum in deep outside of Jason Ham.
They'll take it under 10. Can't get the ball off Coaxum.
Ham will head down inside. Coaxum over to Neal, and the big man trying a 3 is off the mark. In and out. Rebounded by Arizona. Good pass to Davison, but he lost it. Dribbled it off his foot, and Neal picks it up.
You know what's happening here, Tim? The Wildcats, the last 2 times down, went back to the system of trying to giddy up. But they just go down and set up the half-court offense and take advantage of their height, and they're really more greater ball plays. Blue chip is out there. Every time they start to hustle, they turn it over.
Mark Neal, a 6'6" senior from Long Beach, is shown tremendous agility for such a long, lanky guy. Scooping up that loose ball. He's terrific finding his way up underneath the basket in the offensive zone. Ham. Bramlett rebounds that. Still a 4-point game. Mike Bibby in control. To Dickerson. Underneath for Davison. Davison's turnaround is off the mark. Handled easily by Coaxum.
They're not using up 10 seconds of the clock. Now this time down, they aggravate the Wildcats again, make them use their energy on defense. It's the same story over and over.
The Wildcats have not done well on the offensive boards, not getting second chances. Ham for 3 points, yes.
If it's there, they'll take it.
Jason Ham shoots 3-pointers at 40%.
Also, the Jaguars will run if the break is there.
26-19. Bibby in the lane. Won't go for him. Bramlett rebounding. His little turnaround hook. Back to 5. 26-21. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the first half. South Alabama's Jaguars from the Sun Belt. They are the tournament champions. 23-6 mark under Bill Musselman. They are the 13 seed in this region. Toby Madison won't go for him. Here's Bibby with room. He's fouled and the basket will count.
Nice move by Bibby that time. He put his hip into him.
Third foul on Mark Neal. With 1:38 to go in the first half. He's a key performer for them. He's had a really good first half.
Bibby's driving the left side here. Moves his hip in there. Good call by the officials.
3-point game now. South Alabama on top.
The hardest thing for a coach to do is to stop his game plan. You got to know when to board up. When your game plan isn't working, dish it.
American Express, how can I help you?
Mr. Carter, I have you booked on the next flight to Taipei.
Confirmed on that flight to New York.
If they were American Express traveler's checks, there'll be no problem.
That's no problem.
I'll have your medicine sent to your hotel right away.
Right now, you have just over 2,000 membership rewards points.
Maybe you'd like to speak to one of our financial advisors.
Financial advisors?
Talk to me about where you want to be when you retire.
I reserved 4 seats. Will there be anything else?
Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, American Express helps you do more.
Some of us know it will be all right, even when bad things happen, because we have someone to help see us through it.
Darn thing came out of nowhere. I just missed it.
I know. What do we do? I mean, should we just leave?
They'll be fine. Now, keep your eyes peeled. Where there's one, there's usually more.
Being in good hands is the only place to be.
How much younger do you want to look? The choice is yours when you get rid of gray gradually with Grecian Formula 16. Just comb in this clear liquid and look what happens. Day by day, Grecian Formula replaces gray with natural-looking color. So you decide exactly how much gray you want to lose. Stop and leave a little gray, or keep going till you lose all the gray. How much younger do you want to look? Grecian lets you decide. Liquid, cream, or convenient foam.
Life is empty.
I yearn wanting more.
Wanting more.
Here's a tip. Eat something. Like the $4 Extreme Chicken Cheesesteak Combo. That's just $4 for a fresh, hot, and hearty chicken cheesesteak sandwich, side, and drink. Only at Boston Market.
Buy Sega Saturn now, and while supplies last, we'll give you 3 top-selling arcade games free. That's Virtua Cop, Daytona USA, and Virtua Fighter 2. $189 value, free.
While you're rocking on the road to the Final Four, jump on the Information Expressway. CBS Sports is online with the breaking news and the latest scores at cbs.sportsline.com.
South Alabama, they've been on top all the way here in the first half. They're up by 2 now with 1:38 to go. We want to remind you, coming up on Pennzoil at the half, Jim Nance and Clark Kellogg will get you updated on all the tournament news, scores and highlights, a live look at all the action going on. All ahead on Pennzoil at the half. Bibby, the brilliant freshman guard of Arizona. .138 remains here in the first half. See if Bibby and company can close it up here. They trail by 2. Here's Yoder. The long pass and missing the layup, but Alderson's skying up there to jam it in, and a 4-point lead.
He just out-hustled Arizona back down court. Alderson that time.
Rico Alderson, 8 points. This is Michael Dickerson, and it was Jason Ham getting a hand on it.
Here's a breakout.
Simon will inbound it. Miles Simon, who shaved his hair for the tournament. Yoder picks up the loose ball. Goes to Yoder, very poised backcourt man for South Alabama.
Bill Musselman wants to win the lead at halftime. He'll milk this one all the way down. They will get one more possession after this. Arizona will take it down, then USA will have one possession. That will guarantee him a lead at halftime. That's all he wants.
10 on the shot clock, 46 on the game clock. Coaxum off for Alderson underneath. Loose ball grabbed by Simon, pardon me. Over to Bibby. Bibby off the glass gets 2, and it's a 2-point game. That's 5 points for Bibby.
That's only their second fast break. They want to run, but I think they're creating a problem for themselves trying to run when the running is not there. They'll take it down.
In the corner is Elvis Barrett. Now outside Coaxum. Down to 10 seconds.
Arizona can give one foul. They can give one foul. They should have given a foul there.
Bibby went right at him, didn't get a call. And the miss from Ham. Yoder throws it up off the iron as the half comes to a close. South Alabama clings to the lead, but it's only 2. That's the end of the first half of the score. South Alabama 28, Arizona 26. Jim Nance and Clark Kellogg will be along from New York with Pennzoil at the half after this message and a word from your local station.
Two nearly identical Porsche 911s. One destined for Le Mans, the other for a quieter life in America. But then again, expecting any Porsche to lead a quiet life may be asking a bit too much.
Hi.
Porsche, there is no substitute.
No, this one's on us, sir.
Right.
Well, we're moving.
Yes, finally. Kids, start packing.
Does she know you're talking about the show?
Let's not tell her.
All new Raymond, CBS Big Comedy Monday.
CBS.
Welcome home.
Perfect for any game, Domino's has the perfect play. Choose from 3 delicious crusts. There's classic hand-tossed, crunchy thin crust, or big as a dunk, sweet as a swish. There's the ultimate deep dish. So make the call and have it all.
Domino's! Wow, now!
All now for the Wildcat Special. Get a large pepperoni pizza and 2 20-ounce Cokes for only $10. Add an order of buffalo wings for only $3.99. Good today only, so call now.
Dodge Dakota is #1 in horsepower, #1 in torque, #1 in towing, even #1 in payload. In fact, Dodge Dakota is ranked #1 in more categories versus any other compact. But that should come as no surprise for the truck that's full of surprises.
Your Southern Arizona Dodge dealer.
Sponsored by Pennzoil, the first motor oil to fully meet the new, tougher GF2 standard.
All right, night one, we've already seen College of Charleston make it 9 straight years that a 12 seed beats a 5, and a near fairy tale story with Fairfield. But Clark, let's talk about the games now that have reached halftime. First, South Alabama, talking about a little fairy tale story, the way they've been playing here against Arizona, and pretty impressive here in the first half, huh?
Controlling the pace, the key in this game for South Alabama. They're an excellent defensive team. They shoot 38% from behind the three-point line, so they want to minimize possessions. So far, they've been able to do that. The key for Arizona in the second half, you've got to get Bibby and Simon out in the open court, allow those guys to play in space.
Yeah, the key for the Wildcats, just get us past this first round. They've been upset 3 of the last 5 years. Meanwhile, Tom Davis at Iowa, he's won every time he's ever been in a tournament in the first round. He's 9-0, and he leads at halftime by 9 over Virginia in Salt Lake City.
Strong rebounding team. Virginia likes to shoot the 3. They're perimeter oriented. Iowa doing a nice job scoring the ball in the paint. Guy Rucker had a big first half.
Well, Clark, it's time to take everybody to Colorado, Indiana, and what a superb performance by the Buffaloes. Led by 15 at halftime. It's now 14 over the Hoosiers, so let's go to Winston-Salem. Here's Sean McDonough with Bill Raftery.
Number 9 seed Colorado has not trailed in this game. Led by 15. The lead is 12 at the moment, with 7:15 remaining in the second half. Final game of the night here in Winston-Salem. The winner of this plays North Carolina. Hell ball. The arrow gives it to Indiana.
Zinovich out on the floor there. He must have taken a shot as he trapped the basketball. And he's one of those guys that will play hurt, be very competitive, gives you every ounce of energy he possesses.
And the trainer is not going to be able to.
Well, Al, throughout the first half, you were saying, you know, it's so hard for Arizona to not run, to not play their game. They score 85 points a game. South Alabama's dictated the pace of this thing. Nonetheless, they've gotten to within 2.
Well, what's going to have to happen? If you have the fast break, the Wildcats are going to take it, but they must discipline themselves when it's not there to attack a half-court offense and get Dickinson the ball or get the ball down low to their center. The beginning of the game in the second half here, Tim, I think it's going to be very, very tough for Arizona to come out and play defense. Their legs are starting to get tired.
All right, now you made the point that Bill Musselman is like a root canal for Lute Olson in terms of the style of play.
Yeah.
So hopefully Olson has the patience to deal with that, and Musselman wants to keep things just the way they are. In fact, he talked about that first half with our reporter Craig James moments ago.
Coach, were you able to make Arizona fall in and play your game plan?
Well, so far, you know, we've, I think we've been controlling the tempo of the game. You know, we made mistakes. They trap our entry pass in our sets, and we haven't made very good adjustments to it. And, you know, we let them get some fast breaks, but they're really having trouble scoring against our set defense. And if we can keep them from, you know, getting some offense off their defense, we'll be in good shape. But I think that's the key to the game.
Pretty good sweat going there. You want to change shirts?
Nah, sweat it out.
Thanks.
Musselman. Yeah, they have a newspaper in Mobile that has a big back page ad in the sports section that calls it Muscle Ball, and they just love him, what he's done down there in his second year. He's brought a whole new interest in basketball to that University of South Alabama, 23-6 mark, and they're excited about their appearance in the NCAA. And there's a look at it there, down there in the band section. It's Muscle Ball. And Bill Musselman coached at University of Minnesota, coached the Timberwolves, coached the Cavaliers in the NBA. Been around.
Coached in 2 foreign countries. Hey, I coached against him when he was at Minnesota. He was intense then, and he's still intense.
His team in blue, Alderson had the most points for his team, 8 in the first half, and he got a great effort from number 40, Mark Neal. And this is Coxum. Coxum hits. Opens the lead to 4 again. Arizona in white, South Alabama in blue. 6 points for Jerome Coxum.
Now here's where I say they should be patient. Work the clock down about 15 seconds, get a good shot. No, they're not working it down. They were fortunate the air ball, and Davison got it and put it back.
Davison getting the air ball on the miss by Miles Simon. Simon has not been a factor so far. He can shoot the ball, but he's only got 2 points. Simon averaging 17 a game. This is a different defense they're seeing.
Good hands by Bibby that time. Almost created a turnover.
Yoder, very solid in the backcourt for South Alabama. Neal out for Yoder. Ham, line shot that hit the front rim, and it's rebounded by Bibby. Bibby for Miles Simon. Back for Bibby. Bibby for three.
The bloodlines are starting to show with Bibby. Come out of the gate real slow. He was a freshman. Maybe he was nervous, and the rhythm might have broke him down, but now he seems to be on top of his game. He's starting to talk.
Arizona finally in the lead, 31-30 on that three-pointer. The number 4 seeds from the Pac-10. Ham forced a runner in there. What a beautiful shot by the big man. Their big guys are agile. That was Jason Ham. Dickerson from long range won't go. Comes right back to him. He tries from short range. 33-32 Arizona. 10 points Michael Dickerson. South Alabama holds you to under 57 points a game normally. Can they do it to a team that scores 85? Foul underneath. Take a look at this big guy Ham on the run.
Yeah, he ends up going to the baseline. He really puts up a runner that I don't think deserved to go in, but that's what college basketball is all about, and that's what the NCAA tournament is all about.
Hey, a pro would take that for 2 points as well. 3 personals on Davison. Neal to Yoder. Yoder ducks under Bibby. Won't go for him, though. Ball goes out of bounds. It looked like it was off the hands of Arizona. Yes.
You know what goes through the Arizona kids' heads now? Oh, my God, they got 35 seconds again. Now they'll work the ball back out to half court.
Coaxum kicks it out for Ham. Ham for 3.
Dickerson got to come up. He gave him too good of a look that time.
8 points for Ham. He shoots 40% from that range. Neal got a hand on it. Bramlett tied up by Yoder, and a foul called off the ball.
USA hasn't taken a foul shot yet. None in the first half, none in the second half.
4 personals now on Neal. That's a tough break for South Alabama. They don't have another guy that plays like him in there. They have to sit him. That'll damage him.
Yeah, Neal keeps the ball alive off the board.
Yoder. Neal bobbled it, but maintained. And it's off the foot of Bramlett.
They have a problem here, I think, with the shot clock. It's at 35. It should be down, I believe, at least 15 seconds.
Well, there's a discussion among the officials. But now they've called a foul on Neal. He just bounced a pass in there and went off the foot of Bramlett.
Bill wants a conference.
Usually play. I'm not sure what that's about.
Usually when the refs talk to one coach, the other coach comes over. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Well, it was a preceding foul on Neal that they were sorting out, whether it was number 40 or number 4. And they did sort that out, so it wasn't an additional foul.
Bramlett, a little bit too aggressive.
2 on Bramlett.
It's a shame for a guy 6'8" to commit a foul like that about, I would say, 30 feet from the basket.
2-point lead, South Alabama, 35-33, and they still have possession here. South Alabama, Yoder for Coaxum. He misses from the free throw line, and Mike Bibby brings it up court. Bibby, great balance, great ball handling. Simon Bounce pass inside to Bramlett. And a timeout is called by Lute Olson, who takes a 20. 2-point margin remains for South Alabama. College of Charleston, winner over Maryland earlier this evening, awaits the winner of this game, and they'll collide on Saturday here in Memphis. Kansas and Purdue, winners earlier today in the afternoon action, will also match up on Saturday in round number 2 for Memphis. Tonight around the tournament, Vince Carter of North Carolina at 22 points, 9 of 14 field goals. They had a tough go against Fairfield early, but hung on to get the win for Dean Smith, tying him with Adolph Rupp. Some other stars in other action. Dickerson hits. 12 points for Dickerson. We're tied at 35. South Florida has Elvis Barrett in for Mark Neal, who's in foul trouble with 4. Barrett, number 55, a junior from Kingston, Jamaica. This is Yoder. Yoder is stopped by Bibby, but it comes to Coaxum. Coaxum is short. Alderson is there. Alderson trying to get it up. Gets his own rebound. Tries again, and it drops.
Is he quick off his feet? He went up 3 times there.
Rico Alderson with 10 points and a 2-point lead for South Alabama, and a steal by Coaxum. Now, we heard this guy was a top defender, and he's showing it. He's on you like house paint, and he's got good jumping ability. 9 points, 9 turnovers, pardon me, by Arizona. Yoder trying to drive through Davison, and Davison fouls him, and that's 4 on him. Bibby will get a blow. Here's a look at that last play.
Nice reach in that time, but he did get too much flesh.
Jason Terry comes in for Bibby, and we'll be back at the Pyramid in a moment.
Go where you wanna go. Find the road you've never taken.
Introducing the all-new Goodyear Wrangler ATS with dual traction lug channels that evacuate water for serious traction in the wet, especially in braking. The all-new Goodyear Wrangler ATS.
Serious freedom. Goodyear, Goodyear.
When you see that 2,000% a year internet growth rate, you want to just jump in. Thing is, the internet can help you gain or lose a lot of customers very quickly. If you disappoint someone, they can tell a few friends or a few thousand. It makes it crucial to work with a computer company that has experience helping people do business on the net. Not to mention the world's fastest servers, like Digital.
Digital, whatever it takes.
Well, guess that answers that question.
Perhaps even more impressive than pure, unbridled power is the ability to harness it. Sierra by GMC, putting you comfortably in command.
Guess who's coming to dinner?
Mr. Lucas, how'd you like to have dinner with the president?
Who's paying? Guess who's on Cosby, CBS Big Comedy Monday?
Elvis Lives, newsflash, right here in Memphis. In a Wildcat outfit for Arizona. Mascot outfit.
I thought he was nothing but a hound dog. Blue suede shoes and Heartbreak Hotel.
Elvis loves the Cats. Well, I'm not so sure why. I think he'd be going for South Alabama. That's more his heritage. Rico Alderson, 10 points, 10 rebounds. He's having a fine game. South Alabama by 2. Barrett picks up the first personal for him. Tim Ryan and Al McGuire at the Pyramid here in Memphis, Tennessee, where we have a 2-point game. South Alabama, the 13 seed, leading the 4 seed Arizona by 2. Arizona in white. South Alabama in blue. The rebound. Coaxum.
Arizona is still forcing the half-court game too quickly.
Each team with one key player in foul trouble. Neal with 4 for South Alabama. Davison with 4 for Arizona. Hand on the tip in.
He just made 2 shots in a row that are unbelievable.
Nobody got a hand on it. Went in unimpeded. 10 points for Hand. 14 minutes remain. A 4-point South Alabama lead. Kansas and Purdue will meet Saturday. Winners today. College of Charleston ousting Maryland, the 5 seed. They await the winner of this matchup. The Cougars of College of Charleston played well. Bibby picks up his first personal for Arizona. Mike Bibby, the freshman of the year in the Pac-10. Rusty Yoder has been solid in the backcourt for South Alabama. Very poised quarterback for Bill Musselman's deliberate offense that lets that clock wind down to 10 virtually every time up.
Yeah, he'll lead up the next 8 or 9 seconds. UAB will take the shot if it's open, but only good shot selection. Excellent pass.
Alderson, and it's batted away. Good block by Edgerson for Arizona. Wildcats come up with the ball. Terry outside for Bibby, hits for 3.
Ooh, that was a big pump that time.
11 points for Mike Bibby. One-point game now, South Alabama. Arizona's led only once in the game so far.
I'd get the ball to Coaxum. There he has it.
Jerome Coaxum averaging 10-4 a game.
He won't turn it over.
Has 6 points here. Nearly lost it. Had to pick up the dribble over to Yoder. Yoder stumbles but gets into the paint. Feeds Alderson. Alderson having a great game for South Alabama. 12 points for him.
But Alderson is having a great game. You're right, Tim, but that thing was caused by Yoder's pass.
Ham, a little too much muscle there on Michael Dickerson. Picks up the personal, his first.
Just enjoy this pass, audience. Watch it. Gets the man up. Nice feet underneath. Alderson shoots on his way down. Gets a crier. Here's another angle of the pass.
That's a crier?
I call it a crier because it bounces around. It brings tears to your eyes.
I thought so. I just wanted to hear it from your lips. Much of America is wondering what a crier is. Now they know. Coaxum. Three-point game, South Alabama, 12 to go.
As long as you keep your dribble alive, you can keep the ball for the whole 35 seconds. If you pick your dribble up and you guard it, you must get rid of it within 5 seconds.
Yoder. Oh, the layup was there. It wouldn't drop for him. He had all kinds of room in there. Nobody covered him. And Terry had nowhere to go, and he gets hacked.
Terry was free early. The pass was too late. He had the left side open.
That is Jason Ham picking up his second personal.
There's Terry. Ham kind of hits him hard there.
Fourth team foul for South Alabama.
He was right. He did get shoved down after he committed the foul, but play was stopped.
Jason Ham, a junior from Crum, Texas. His father was his high school coach. back in Texas. And he's a transfer. Started his college career at Texas Tech and then went to a junior college before coming over to South Alabama to join Musselman. 2-point game. Davison missing that one. And we'll be back at the Pyramid in Memphis with a 2-point margin for South Alabama.
You driving, big guy?
We're back at the Pyramid in Memphis. South Alabama leading 41-39. Alderson with 12 points, 11 boards. And Michael Dickerson for Arizona, their leading scorer, leading here in this game with 12 points. But it's been tough duty for Arizona, not playing the kind of game they would prefer. And South Alabama's been very consistent.
It's going to go right down to the wire. The game is being played the way Bill Musselman drew it out the last couple of days. Arizona has to get the ball more to Dickerson under control if they don't have the fast break. Dickerson is the answer right now for the Wildcats.
Michael Dickerson averaging 20 points a game. He's got 12, as we said. Arizona has had the lead only twice. Never by more than 2 points. USA is up by 2 now.
Notice how they won't kill the dribble. They'll keep their body between the ball and the defender.
Alderson. Here's Toby Madison trying for 3. Ball came back out for Coaxum. Coaxum, 2 men on him, off to Ham, into Alderson, outside for Madison, and here's Coaxum again. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Coaxum watched by Bibby.
Patience is a virtue.
Backing his way in, now to the free throw line. Turnaround jumper by Coaxum off the back iron. Bibby can't control it.
And you say to yourself, if you're the Wildcats, oh boy, they got another 35 seconds to break our heart.
Down to 27. Another possession here. Coaxum into Toby Madison, over to Ham.
Get it back to Coaxum. There it is.
Madison underneath, and his pass off a leg out of bounds.
Clock stays, 11 seconds remaining.
11 on the shot clock. 10:36 to go in the game. Regulation time. Ham for Madison for 3, and it's deflected.
Oh, it's going to be
foul call.
It's going to be
Bibby got a piece of him as well as the ball. He'll get 3 from the free throw line. Toby Madison, the junior from Washington, Indiana.
Bibby got caught too far off, tried to adjust, come out from too deep. Either caught a piece of the ball and the hand.
Madison, a 75% free throw shooter.
He's a transfer from the University of Evansville, the Purple Aces.
2 going for 3.
He's the 6th man, but he gets equal minutes with the starters.
Hits them all, and a 5-point lead now. South Alabama on top of the number 4 seeded Wildcats of Arizona.
Now they need the patience, get the ball to Dickinson. Too much.
Ham picks up his 3rd personal.
Too much body that time. Both teams have committed 5 fouls. They can only give 1 more before it gets to the 1-and-1.
Edgerson goes out. Miles Simon returns for Arizona. Bibby, Simon, Terry, Bramlett, and Dickerson, the lineup for the Wildcats. Dickerson finds a hole and hits.
What a gifted athlete.
14 points for Michael Dickerson. A little pressure, not too much from Terry. Coaxum, Madison, Barrett, Alderson, and Ham, the lineup for South Alabama, the Jaguars of the Sun Belt Conference.
Terry's just giving ground. Should kick it out to Madison. He doesn't.
Pokes him. A beautiful little turnaround jumper. Used all of the basket. 8 points for him. 5-point lead again. Dickerson over Ham won't go. Rebounded by Madison.
Arizona got to hit the offensive board more than they're doing. Alderson's biggest part of his game is hitting the offensive board for USA.
South Alabama with Neal on the bench in foul trouble. Another good man underneath the boards. Pokes him, gets it down under 10 again. Starts to back in.
They don't panic.
To the corner. Ham. 3.
Ham spots up after it gets down to about 7 seconds.
13 points for Jason Ham. 3 of them from 3-point range. 9 points of his 13. 49-41. South Alabama. Well, some first round upsets that we've seen before in the 90s in this big dance. East Tennessee State upset Arizona. Santa Clara did it to Arizona in 93, and then Miami of Ohio in 95. Could they be looking at another one now? They hope not.
In between, Lute Olson did take his team to the Final Four. He's been, I think this is his 12th straight NCAA tournament. We call him the senator in the coaching profession.
Lots of time remaining. 8:54, an 8-point margin now, South Alabama. Bibby to Dickerson. Wow. Brandon Peterson in the game for the first time for South Alabama.
What a crossover dribble that Dickerson used that time. Michael.
16 points now for Dickerson. Margin cut to 6. Brandon Peterson, a senior from Sandy, Utah, number 20. On the floor for South Alabama.
Yoda has a clock in his head. He took it over the 10-second line at 9 seconds, 1 second to go.
Good play to Madison. Toby Madison has 5.
Wildcats got to answer offensively this time down.
This is Bramlett backing in, trying to get position. Can't do it. It's rebounded by Peterson, the 6'4" senior.
There's plenty of time left, so Arizona can still be a little bit patient.
Yoder, they put the trap on him. Got the pass off to Toby Madison. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Yoder again, driving the paint. Gets Alderson, and Alderson is fouled. Boy, they've worked that little play a dozen times at least.
What they do, they keep the ball in the middle of the court so you can't trap them. They don't put the ball into the corners only when they're spotting up for a 3-ball shot.
Second personal on Miles Simon.
Here's the penetration. There's the automatic kick. Alton goes up. Foul will go to the line. This is the first foul shot for USA in today's game.
Rico Alderson has already got 12 points, 6 of 7 from the field. Well, he used it all and got the point.
Boy, they're broad shoulders.
$13 going for 14. Rico Alderson having an outstanding night for South Alabama. They're up by 10. 7:31 to go.
A tradition unlike any other. The Masters on CBS.
Oh, no.
How do you make a great buy better? Start with 88 by Oldsmobile. Well equipped at $23,100, 88 is ranked best premium midsize car and initial quality, ahead of cars like Camry and Maxima in a J.D. Power and Associates consumer study. To celebrate, let's make it better. For a limited time, get an additional $1,000 cash savings on 88 by Oldsmobile. A great buy made better. See your local Oldsmobile retailer today.
Hey! Get in here, Junior! Cool. Ole!
My, oh my.
Get in here, Junior! Ooh, uh-oh. Okay, Junior, that's enough.
Bob, Joe Gaddy. I want you to know where we are in this deal. Oh, Leo, Joe Gaddy.
Across America, more people use Cellular One than any other cellular service.
Yeah.
Okay, Dad, you can use the phone now.
Oh, okay. Thanks, honey.
My brother told me to watch his chicken nuggets for a minute so no one eats them. But when someone gets nuggets, it's hard not to try one.
Now get 5 all-white meat Wendy's chicken nuggets for 99 cents.
Who ate my nuggets? Dave Thomas.
South Alabama up by 10 over Arizona, the 13 seed over the 4 with 7:31 to go, second half. Tim Ryan and Al McGuire with a quick look at our tournament summary. Dean Smith earlier, the Carolina victory over Fairfield was not an easy one. 876 career victories for Dean Smith. Kelvin Cato, what a night he had for Iowa State. 29 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 blocks in their victory tonight. That's Rico Alderson and Rusty Yoder of South Alabama. If you don't know them, that's okay. They're the Jaguars from the Sun Belt. And right now they are creating a possible upset here of Arizona out of the Pac-10, the number 4 seed. South Alabama up by 10. Jason Terry over to Dickerson. Michael Dickerson, and he took a push there. That came from Brandon Peterson, number 20, his first personal. Well, if you were with us here in Memphis today, you know this, but maybe you weren't. Kansas and Purdue advanced. Kansas, the top seed over Jackson State. Purdue beat Rhode Island. They'll meet each other. College of Charleston ousted Maryland. They await the winner of this game.
Ball went over the backboard automatically. USA. The Jaguars.
South Alabama. Second round action here Saturday in Memphis, Tennessee, right here at the Pyramid. This beautiful building seats close to 20,000 for basketball. Lute Olson will be getting a little frustrated along with his team here. This is a difficult team to play, as Al McGuire has documented from the start. Mark Neal back on the floor with his 4 fouls, number 40 for South Alabama. 23-6 mark for Bill Musselman's Jaguars. An entire unit of transfers that he has assembled in this year to create a winning team for Mobile, Alabama. And that foul is going to be on Alderson, who now has 3. And South Alabama in the 1-and-1. Arizona will go to the line. Miles Simon.
I think Lute Olson is thinking right now, should he move to 4 or 5 guards with a pressing team in there and take out your bigger guys. That means he has to take out Bramlett, and he's one of their offensive weapons, big offensive weapons. But pretty soon he's going to have to go to a full court press.
Simon with only 2 points. He averages 17 a game. He's been held in check, and mainly because they take so much time off the clock, South Alabama. They don't give your offensive players a chance to do much. Junior from Fullerton hits from the line. 53 to 45. 8-point game. Neal gets it up for Madison. Toby Madison driving and won't drop for him. Drew the foul from Bramlett there.
Bill Musselman will be very upset. He'll probably take that young guy out. That was a charge. But it was a bad move. They wanted to work the clock. They had Arizona right where they wanted. Let's see if he did. Yes, he took Madison out, and he put back in Coaxum.
Toby Madison picking up the charging foul. And Arizona scoring this season 85 points a game, third in the NCAA. Their lowest 62 against USC. Right now they've been held to 45 with 6:34 to go. That's what South Alabama does. Over the year they've held their opponents to more than 16 points under their opponent's normal season scoring average.
We'll see a lot of their defenses played an offense by killing the clock. Nice move.
Simon. Arizona pressing. Broken. Good pass to Neal. From Alderson cross court. Over now to Yoder.
Once they get it to Yoder, now they'll work the clock. They'll get it down to about 8 seconds, 7 seconds.
6-point game. Double team on Neal. His pass goes off the foot. Davison.
Which allows a new clock now. That gives you another 35 seconds.
And Arizona takes the 20. 5:50 to go. 53-47. South Alabama. We've got 5:50 remaining. South Alabama continues to lead the 4th-seeded Arizona.
Walk in with no down payment. Ride off with a new Honda Shadow or Magna. Walk in, get low financing. Ride off with a Honda Goldwing or Valkyrie. Walk in at the right time. Ride.
Tim Ryan, Al McGuire, we're in Memphis at the Pyramid, where Arizona, the number 4 seed, trailing South Alabama Jaguars from the Sun Belt Conference, 53-47 with 5:50 to go. And the team fouls. USA is in the 1-1. Arizona is 6. And the timeouts. Arizona's used up their 20s. They've got 1 full left. They do have the possession arrow.
Want to get the ball into Coaxum's hands if possible.
South Alabama's ball.
There it is. That's the man they want with the ball.
Jerome Coaxum, the junior from Charleston, number 24. This is Yoder. Whoa, there's a steal nicely anticipated by Dickerson. And a good effort by Neal. What an athlete that guy is. Diving to knock it out of bounds. It'll be Arizona ball, but he may have saved a freebie basket.
They went to a trap zone that time. Good call by Ludolfson. Dickerson almost controlled it. Was last hit by
Mark Neal.
Mark Neal, excuse me.
9 turnovers.
I keep thinking of a space cadet when I look at him. With those glasses.
And he is a fine player. Oh, guy, he can do a lot of things. Miles Simon from 3-point range won't go, and it's brought down by Yoder. Jason Terry sticks to him.
They don't have to go for 3 points this early. There's plenty of time left. There's the trap again.
Neal helps him out. Gets it to Coaxum, back out to Yoder.
Here comes the trap. Trap again. Clock's down to 11-12.
Down to 5. Here goes Yoder into the paint. In and out. Not a bad shot. Wouldn't drop for him. And Coaxum comes away with it. Neal make it. Mark Neal, another big play by him. That guy's a player.
That was his greatest offensive rebound in his life.
And Neal again. And he is fouled. Look at that moment. His teammate, Jason Ham, acknowledging that effort on the part of Mark Neal. He's been diving and jumping and shooting, and he's done it all for them, really. Went to the bench with foul trouble. Now at the line, and a big spot here, 53-47.
He's one of their weaker foul shooters. He shoots 66%.
53-47, 4:41 left to go for Arizona here now. Simon, no basket. Foul called before the shot. few words. And these Wildcats have to be frustrated. This is not an easy team to play, as Al McGuire has been pointing out right from the start.
I've been repeating myself a lot, Tim, but sometimes basketball is very simple, and you can only say what's out there and not create an imaginary thing. Huge first foul shot here.
4 personals on Alderson. 4:35 to go. Simon at the line. He shoots 78% from here. That scoring defense by South Alabama, holding teams to 56 points a game, and from the field 38%. Not only that, they rebound well. Look at that, 7th in the NCAA. They don't exactly have famous guys. There they are, 7th in rebounding differential.
Almost got caught with a 5 count that time, taking the ball in.
Miscue there. Alderson to Ham, who didn't see it coming. Terry for 3.
Huge shot. That turnover, nice call, timeout by Bill Musselman. They're only up by a point now, Terry. Excuse me, Tim.
4 points, and they were huge. That 3 by Jason Terry.
A fella came in the other day, knew exactly what he wanted, but I didn't have it. So I told him I'd make a few calls.
Yeah, I'll hold. Don't have any? No luck, huh? You've got one? I'll be there first thing in the morning. Hey, Bob, want to go for a drive?
It took some time, but we found what he wanted. Although getting it took even more time, because we had to bring it back from a dealership a couple of states away. He was pleased we went so out of our way for a used car. I told him we did the same thing we would have done for a new car. Or Saturn, for that matter.
Just a reminder, next time you need a little help getting airborne, the 50,000 employee owners of United Airlines would be more than happy to help. Come fly our friendly skies.
Buy Sega Saturn now, and while supplies last, we'll give you 3 top-selling arcade games free. That's Virtua Cop, Daytona USA, and Virtua Fighter 2. $189 value, free.
Enterprise? Hi, I'm at the repair shop. I need to rent a car.
Enterprise will arrange to pick you up,
This is great.
drive you to our place, and get you on your way. Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Get ready.
You're my father?
Yeah. For a Chicago Hope shocker. Alan Arkin guest stars with son Adam, all new CBS Monday.
The number 4 seeded Arizona Wildcats have clawed their way back here. They're within 1 of South Alabama's Jaguars. 4:19 to go. Here's a look at the team foul situation. Both teams in a 1-and-1. And Arizona's used up their 20s. They've got 1 full timeout left, as does South Alabama. Possession arrow belongs to Arizona. Well, now, here's a number 4 seed team from the Pac-10. You take a situation like this, 1 point. Are they favored now?
I would think they would be favored. When you got the lead, you're always the victor. But they'll keep the pressure up court here now and try to turn it over once more.
Down by just a point, the Wildcats. South Alabama with the ball and the lead by a point. 4:15 to go and counting. This is Yoder. 13 seeds here in the Southeast. Jaguars of South Alabama in the Sun Belt Conference. A record of 23-6 on the year.
I would attack Neal. He missed the last 1-on-1. Might be in his head.
And Neal got a little casual in a costume.
That will be a bonus, I believe. Automatic 2 foul shots.
Neal has had such an outstanding game for South Alabama. Got caught in the trap, coughed it up.
Give Lute Olson some credit here. In the last 7 minutes, he's gone to this almost like a zone trap press over half court, and it's turned the ball over 3 or 4 times for the Wildcats.
Simon can give Arizona the lead. Misses the first. He'll have another. Arizona with a 9-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Simon gets the second. We're tied. 3:55 to go.
Watch the double team come once they get over half court.
Smart pass from Coxum, finding Ham open. Jason Ham way outside in the corner, off to Yoder.
Give it to Yoder. Ham go down low.
15 seconds on the shot clock. Pass underneath for Neal. Neal along the baseline, off the hands of Coxum, and it's off an Arizona player. Coxum tried to save it.
7 on the shot clock.
Still South Alabama ball. The team from Mobile. Yoder won't go for him. He's been cold. 2 of 15. He's had some good shots and has had not a lot of luck on the ones closer in where he's made a good shot and the ball just didn't drop.
A lot of his shots are taken because the clock goes down, so it's not that bad of a shooting game for the guards on USA, because they bring the shot down and then they usually put up almost a Hail Mary shot, looking for their offensive board guys to go in there and put it back in.
Tied at 53. South Alabama ball. Approaching the 3-minute mark to go. Coxum outside. Coxum all by himself. They've got 4 players lined up along the baseline. Musselman, who says he uses up to 75 offensive plays. Coxum off the front iron. Big rebound there. Brought down by Bramlett.
Now they need patience this time down, the Wildcats. Got to get a good shot. Got in the right man's hands.
Dickerson, Bramlett with a follow. Bramlett. A.J. Bramlett, 9 points. Arizona with the lead. 2:30 to go. Pressure on Yoder, and it's stolen.
Yoder.
Foul called on Yoder.
They lost the ball in the trap on the side. Then overreacted.
Jason Terry with a steal.
Excellent timeout by Bill Musselman. Try to regather his troop.
Arizona leads by 2. Terry with a huge steal for the Wildcats.
2:27 remains in the game. Arizona 55. South Alabama 53.
.227 remains here at the Pyramid in Memphis in this first round game, the final game of the day here at the Pyramid in Memphis. Tim Ryan and Al McGuire, we've had a thriller here, a low-scoring game because of the style of South Alabama. But Arizona with the lead now by 2 and in control. They have the ball.
Hey, 6-7 minutes ago, USA was up by 10 points. A magnificent late drive by Arizona. Now they're up by 2 with the ball.
You have to credit Bill Musselman's team here, because this has been a great performance by a team from the Sun Belt Conference. They completely stymied Arizona early, but great credit to Lute Olson finding a way to get back into it.
I think now what happens with USA, I think they can't work the clock down. If they drop down more than 2 points, they got to go to score early, not eat up the clock like they've been doing.
Well, here's the bracket in this southeast region here in Memphis. The College of Charleston upset Maryland earlier, the 12 seed over the 5, and they await the winner of this matchup. Kansas, not without some difficulty early against Jackson State, the 16 seed, went on to win, and Purdue ousted Rhode Island in a close battle in overtime. Purdue sending Rhode Island out of the tournament. So it'll be Purdue and Kansas Saturday, along with College of Charleston and the winner of this game. Arizona by 2, 2:27 to go. South Alabama with a record of 23-6 on the season, 14-4 in their Sun Belt Conference. And they have been a very tough out here today, this evening in Memphis. Arizona on a 14-2 run the last 4 minutes. And that has been the major problem for South Alabama. They've been shooting at 40%, Arizona at 43%. And in the rebound department, somewhat surprisingly, South Alabama 29-26 But right now, the scoreboard is all that matters. Arizona up by 2. 2:27 to go. There's a man who's had an outstanding game for the Jaguars of South Alabama. Mark Neal, a senior from Long Beach, California.
Terry's going to have 2 shots. It's a bonus. That was the 10th foul committed by USA.
Terry at the line. A good free throw shooter. 6'2" sophomore from Seattle, Washington.
Makes this one. It becomes a 2-possession game if he makes it. Got those high socks there with the Cats written on both sides of them. You know, years ago, the person that started that was Sayugo Green from Duquesne University. He played for Boys High in Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, but his pants weren't that long.
No. Sam, you made the pants too long.
Terry got his own rebound off the missed free throw attempt. A 3-point game, Arizona. And possession.
Trick right now is to get the ball into Dickerson's hands. There it is.
Michael Dickerson. He's the shooting star. And Simon can launch from 3.
Going up.
Dickerson. Back outside as he runs into traffic. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Simon will put it up. Left-hander in. Miles Simon.
What a nice spin move. He did a 360 going across the paint.
5-point lead for Arizona.
2-possession game. They can't milk the clock anymore.
11 points for Simon. This is Yoder.
I lay off him, Terry. He has to come to you.
South Alabama hasn't scored in more than 7 minutes in this half. And the miss by Coaxum.
He can bury it from there.
And he misses the 3. Rebounded by Davison. 1:17 to go. And a foul off the ball. Well, or maybe Simon injured and the whistle blew to allow him to come off the floor. Miles Simon. That's the case, evidently. Miles Simon, we didn't see what happened, but
looked like he wrenched his back. Now they'll call that timeout offensively when you have the ball. Now if you didn't have the ball, they'd wait to the turnover or a basket.
So Miles Simon getting some attention over there. We'll try and get a report on him. Terry inbounds it to Mike Bibby. 1:13 to go. 5-point game, Arizona. They trailed virtually the entire game. A couple of 1- and 2-point leads.
You got to come out and foul even though they get the bonus. You can still make it. They missed one of them in the 2-possession game. You can't let them take it all the way down. Jaguars.
Under a minute remaining. Dickerson pull up with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Rebounded by Bramlett, ripped away from him by Coaxum.
Going to go down and shoot a 1-and-1.
And the foul called on South Alabama.
Makes these 2, put them right back in the ball game.
And on Arizona, pardon me, Bramlett has 4. Bramlett picking up the foul for the Wildcats. 8th team foul, 1-and-1. Coaxum at the line. Coaxum, a 75% free throw shooter. Won't go. Rebounded by Bramlett.
That might be the nail in the coffin, missing that one. There's time left, but they got a foul. There it is.
Terry is the one fouled by Coaxum.
Terry shoots 70% from the line.
Well, the Wildcats have had the daylight scared out of them here by the Sun Belt champions of South Alabama.
I thought what happened with Lute Olson, I thought he kept his composure and his poise and kept his team in there. And finally they got the break when he went to that trap over half court about the 7-minute mark when he was down by 10 points.
Jason Terry. 6 points for him and a 6-point lead. So Miles Simon, our word is that he has been bothered by a back injury, not a serious one, but a troublesome one, and that's what has affected him here. He's apparently all right. Miles Simon of Arizona. 60-53, Arizona. Timeout, 20-second call by South Alabama.
They're looking to try to develop some magic here. I don't think they can. I would look for Arizona now to go to a zone and overplay the man from three-point land inside the zone.
17 unanswered points by Arizona, but they will be glad to not see South Alabama again.
Ever again.
Our Chevrolet players of the game. Rico Alderson for South Alabama, 14 points, 11 rebounds, very effective underneath. An outstanding rebounder. Michael Dickerson, 16 points, 7 of 13 from the field. And he made them when they needed them late in the game as they were struggling against the South Alabama team.
The game was over. Alabama had a 10-point lead, and just the adjustment by Coach Lute Olson created this win.
31.6 seconds remain. Bill Musselman. No way he's going to quit till the zeros are up here. He will be proud of this effort. That is Toby Madison missing. Rebound by Arizona. 25 seconds and a foul call.
Stop the clock.
And that is Neal, and I believe that's going to finish the night for Mark Neal, who had an outstanding game for South Alabama. The senior from Long Beach, California.
You can be proud of yourself, son. You bet. You left part of yourself on the court. You can ask no more.
Great effort by Neal, representative of the great effort of South Alabama. Well-disciplined, hard-fighting team from Bill Musselman. What a job he's done down there in Mobile, and they have fallen in love with this team and with their coach. Just his second year. Terry at the line.
They're supposed to be building a new arena down there that seats 10,000, but I don't know if the plans are out yet, but that's what I hear.
Well, they've created some excitement down there in the basketball program. Terry hits one of the two. 8 points for him, 61-55. 20 seconds remain, 21.1.
Well coached, milked every possession, Bill Musselman, every possession. They got to go for 3-ball now. It has to be 3-ball. 2 won't help them.
Yes, Arizona with a 6-point margin. They need 2 miracle threes here to somehow tie it, get 2 possessions.
It would be a huge miracle.
They have used up all the timeouts, and Arizona can pretty much safely feel they have advanced. They face the College of Charleston. And they will face the 12 seeds. Arizona the 4, College of Charleston the 12, Kansas and Purdue. That's our action Saturday from Memphis. And there goes Toby Madison along the line.
Got fouled right away. That's all she wrote. Here comes the dunk.
Davison. Bennett Davison. All Pac-10 performer for Arizona.
As they say, pick up the hymn books. Mass is over.
Bibby. Fouled by Jason Ham. We've got 7.9 seconds remaining. And that's 5 for Jason Ham. Again, like the rest of his teammates, gave it all tonight. The junior from Crum, Texas.
Bibby here, it started off like a freshman. He was kind of nervous. They had to take him out. They sat him down for about 10 minutes. The second half, he showed his bloodlines and showed that great basketball ability. I said at the top of the show that he's the greatest thing to come out of the West since Jason Kidd.
Mike Bibby makes it 64-57. Arizona prevailing here. Will improve their record to 20-9 on the season. The Jaguars will fall to 23-7, but what a season they have had. Toby Madison's shot doesn't drop for him, and the zeros are up. Arizona advances to round number 2 here in the Southeast. They'll be back here on Saturday against the College of Charleston. The final score 65-57 for Al McGuire and Craig James. I'm Tim Ryan, reminding you that Jim Nance will be along from our studios in New York after these messages.
Did we rent with Hertz #1 Club Gold?
Did we rent with Hertz #1 Club Gold?
Did we rent with Hertz?
Not exactly.
65-57 with 6:45 to go in this game. It was 53-43 Jaguars, and then what happened?
Pressure defense by Arizona, a 22-4 run to end the game, and they came back and got South Alabama. Did it with defense, though.
All right, Clark, I want to remind everyone that coming up next for most of you, it's your late local news, and then hang on for the Late Show with David Letterman. And in the spirit of March Madness, Dave will have as a special guest Madonna. Also, Grant Hill of the Detroit Pistons.